bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. Let's have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat. We are streaming here live on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel, the Bum Wine Bob Twitter, X page, whatever you guys are calling it these days, for a special Thursday night, Throwback Thursday, Tall Boy Thursday, whatever you want to call it. We are here, we are live, and we are ready to crack open some drinks and have a fun time, see what kind of craziness we can get into here. A week removed from the Battle of the Booze tournament, where we had this guy here, Olde English 800, take home the 2024 trophy and become the first ever back-to-back Battle of the Booze champion. But joining me, as always, is Mr. Malt Liquor himself. Roadhouse is here with me. Roadhouse, man, how you doing?
Man, I was having withdrawals. I couldn't wait to get back on here and talk with you and have some drinks.
I know. We kind of took a little time to cool off a little bit after the Battle of the Booze tournament. That's a action-packed month or so of excitement. So we kind of took a little week off in between to just decompress from the tournament, regroup. Not that the drinking stopped at all, because I was out here drinking these. I was drinking a couple of these guys over the past week or so. I had bought a few of them before the finals reveal, and then I drank the one during the episode when we did the championship podcast. And then the next day, I opened the fridge and there's another one sitting in there. I'm like, why not? Just screw it. Crack them open. Yeah. Why not? Bring them on. Bring on the malt liquor. Bring it on, because it's malt liquor season. Always here.
Always.
We're getting close to Malt Liquor May is right around the corner, so that's time for some more malt liquor. So, but anyway, but we'll see what kind of excitement we get into here tonight. I mean, I started a little pregame action here with another 24 ounce here in 2024 of a Keystone Lite.
I like Keystone. My brother always calls that poor man's Coors Light.
It is. I mean, it's the same company. I mean, you got the there, the Coors Brewing Company. It is. It's just the cheaper version of it.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
and it's delicious. I love it. It's been a while since I've had any, and to be honest, when I go to the coolers, I overlook it, looking for a little bit cheaper stuff.
But I mean, this year, the price comparison between a Keystone Light and a Coors Light, you can get a lot more bang for your buck with the Coors Light. With the Keystone Light here. And look at this here. This one has a chance here. You can win a boat. You scan that QR code. You can win yourself a boat. So I'm gonna try that. Have until April 30th to enter. So I'm gonna enter it and see if I can win a boat. Maybe we win a boat. Maybe we do a podcast from a boat.
Sure enough, the lakes are down over the hill.
See,
you have to bring it here.
Yeah, bring it up. See, we said poolside podcasting and boating. We'll start our own boating podcast next. So
boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes. See, our good friend David's here with us as well, saying malt liquor for life.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. And here, which is the one I did beforehand today, like I said, the high gravity Olde English 800, the last one I had left of this, which some people didn't know that this was discontinued, and they were sad to find out when they saw me posting about it. They're like, "Oh man, I've never seen this before. I've never never had this. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. At this rate, I
that
don't think
opportunity just slipped away from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to find a bottle of Thunderbird or Night Train sitting on the bottom shelf in a store because that's just sitting out there at room temperature. But
Yeah.
these do. I mean, if you go into a store and you see a bottle from January 17th, 2022 on in the cooler, there might be some questions about that.
Right. Why is it sitting on the floor in the corner?
Yeah, yes. I mean, yeah, a 10-year-old bottle of Night Train or Thunderbird, nobody blinks an eye at that because it's wine. It age it. I mean,
Yeah.
people wine for, but this guy, uh, not so much.
Love it.
And David was asking here. He said, "Did the high gravity taste much different than the regular Old English?" I don't think so, from what I really remember, because I know people were asking me too when I opened this. They said, like, how skunked was this? And honestly, it wasn't that bad. You could tell it wasn't fresh.
Yeah. It still has that prominent high gravity taste that you don't get in regular malt liquors. You know,
Right,
your
right.
high
So
gravity 45s, your high gravity 800s. I've never known how to describe that taste that comes
mhm.
with the high gravity. But Dave, if you want to figure it out, get you some St. Ives. That's real close.
Yeah, that is true. Any like I said, any of those high gravity malt liquors, they
Yeah.
do it. And I don't like saying it as that metallic taste to it, but it's that's the only way I can ever describe it.
It like fills in when you get it slow. If your taste buds back in here start to tingle
Yeah,
with the high
yeah.
gravity and that I don't know if it's that cold filtering they do or but yeah, this it's a different it's an acquired taste. If someone's like kind of a candy ass, they're not gonna like high gravities.
No, no, it's the same people that don't like Steel Reserve,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and that's like probably your most famous, readily available, high gravity is a Steel Reserve,
Speaking
and
of which,
oh well,
I'm
digging in
starting
here,
to lose I'm starting to lose my voice.
yeah,
So I need to get me some.
there it is. There's that 211 right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, look
see
at
if I
that.
can figure out the camera.
Yeah, see, look at that. Take it in, everybody. If you're out there watching at home
Watch
or
how cold
listening
this is.
along, oh yeah,
Look
look
how
at that.
cold this
That's
is.
good. That's good. See,
Oh yeah.
see, that's just say, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
dig it,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Let's see, watch the crack open that 211, that high gravity goodness right there. Look
Well,
at that.
cheers, buddy.
Yes, cheers. Let's see. I just, I was pre-gaming with this guy here before because there it is right there. That's for Efren as always. But
I'm in.
I had to get this one going today because there was a good friend on the Twitter, the WCW Worldwide account. He's a big, WCW wrestling fan, and he was posting last night. I guess somebody had brought up they spotted a poster somebody drew of a Pabst rat at a WCW show in like 1999, something like that. So then he posted back a picture of the Goldberg Keystone Light banner, and
Okay.
then I'd sent him a picture of I had it from years ago. If this was my Goldberg big cardboard standout cutout of Keystone. So since we were going back and forth last night about this, when I was out in my travels today, I had to pick up another tall boy
Yeah.
here of that guy to keep that going there. So then I had to, show it off there. See, right there next to my my Four Loko can costume with Goldberg and the Keystone Lite.
That's what I
there.
used to look like before my accident.
Yeah. See? Yeah. See?
This accident when I discovered middle-aged drinking.
Yeah, when I figured out how much I like to drink this stuff, and here we are. So
Yes, sir. What's David?
But,
yeah, Dave. I miss WCW also.
Yeah, I know. I think we all miss the classic wrestling out there, but what I did bring along, as well as a kind of another little pre-gamer here, which was we had a visit from Bourbon Bob a few months back, and this guy left all this stuff laying around, and I just kind of find these random bottles places, and one that he didn't crack open was the Blind Squirrel, the peanut butter whiskey. So So I figured,
you brought it up, but we didn't get around to opening it.
Yeah, exactly. I had the I have the other ones here. I had the cookie dough. I had that one when we were doing that, and the Jack Daniels. But I figured, why not get a little taste here, a little switch things up a bit here, since. See, well, all right. And I'm pretty sure. I think I've had. I know I've had the Screwball peanut butter whiskey before, and that's pretty good. And I think I've had this one as well. I think a friend of mine picked up a bottle of this at one point. He's like, "Here, try this. It's just like the Screwball." So give this little Blind Squirrel peanut butter whiskey right here on Bone with Bobcat for all the people tuning in here with us here live on the YouTube, on the Twitter. And if you're listening in the archives, cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
Is it? Yeah, all right.
Gather friends and be nutty. Yeah, 35%, 70 proof. Right here. So not bad. We'll get the definitely get the job done.
Now, is that cold or is it just room temperature?
It was out. I had it in the garage, and then I threw it in the freezer for maybe about a half hour beforehand, when I was chilling my other beverage that I have here that I threw in the freezer for a little bit. So it's not super cold, but it's cool, we'll say.
Yeah.
Cool enough.
Well, I've been doing something a little different lately. I've been taking this and putting it in the deep freeze, and then getting it out, and putting my drinks in it, as well as a little gel pack. And I'm telling you, that's the trick, is chilling your cooler.
See, I've never chilled the cooler before.
Well, I was going off the premise, we've got a Yeti cooler, the big hype around those overpriced pieces of shit. All right.
Yeah.
So the first time I used it, and I went ahead and got that freaking Sonic ice.
Okay.
And loaded it down, and within like 4 or 6 hours, everything had melted. I mean, it was still cold, but it had melted down a lot. And I was like, I got fucking robbed on this purchase. What it is they tell you to pre-chill your cooler if you want it to last like the 16 hours they claim and all this crap.
Okay.
All right. So I was thinking the other day, now I couldn't fit that cooler in the deep freeze I have, but this Igloo fit in there just fine. And that's a game changer, pre-chilling your cooler.
Yeah, I've never pre-chilled the cooler, but when you say that, it makes perfect sense.
Sure enough.
Yeah, it's like depends on what you're doing with it, and I guess how big of a cooler do you have? I mean, you
Right.
can't put your huge ass. I mean, I guess how big of a deep freeze do you have? I
Yeah,
mean, you
this is
can.
just a typical dinner bucket.
Yeah, that's your portable. Going out for a little picnic drinking, and
Yeah.
you gotta take some road beers with you, and you have it set up right there.
That's why I like, living out where I do, and it makes it real easy. You run to town, and hell, I've got a good 5, 6 miles of back roads before I get to where I'm at. So it isn't nothing to go town, go to the grocery, get a tall boy. Once I turn off the main roads and get in the back roads, crack that one up. And it's just enough. A tall boy is just enough cruising through the country. By the time I'm pulling the driveway, the last drink is going down. I don't promote drinking and driving, but when you're on the back
Right.
roads and you're counting cows in the field,
In the country, yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
in the
you're not
country.
you're not on the highway over there, so
I'm not in a school zone.
no. You're being responsible.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, because like, and I brought this up before. I'm like, you go to a store, and it's cheaper to buy a tall boy of a beer compared to like a 24-ounce soda.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was like, I would
And
go
a
to the
lot of
convenience
times,
store.
it's like it can range anywhere from $1.70 to $2.50 for a tall.
hmm
Or you can get 2 for $4 or something like that. There's always that extra bonus you get for buying more.
Yeah, the
And
incentive.
that's what I like
That's where
about
they
the tall
get
boy.
you. They get you on
That's
the
what I like
incentive
about the
there.
tall. I don't know if it's a trick or it's a benefit,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
but I'll take it
is
either
this,
way.
I was gonna say, is this really a better deal, or is this just a gimmick to lure you into it? I
Right.
mean, but I don't care. I'll buy in. I mean, we said many times. We said if you go a 2 for $5 for Loko,
Yeah, you're going to do it anyway.
right.
But yeah, why not, give me another 25 cents in my pocket for next time?
Exactly. We're fishing. We always say we're fishing for the pocket change anyway. When you pull into the parking lot and you open up the center console, and you're like, okay, how many quarters do I have in here? Okay, I got $2. And
Yeah.
I said I have no shame. I'll do that if I have like a couple like dollar bills, and I'm like, okay, what can I go in there with? And I just scour up whatever change I have, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2.87. Okay, all right. Here's $2, and out there. Okay, here's a quarter, quarter.
Yeah. And
Like,
then,
hey,
when
this
we
is
were
as good as
younger,
anything. Cash money, man. It doesn't matter.
yes. When we were younger, we did that because we were strapped and broke. And today in this world where everybody uses a card to pay for everything,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm not going to run a card for $5. I really hate to
No.
run a card for under $20. I always try to pay cash, especially for small store owners. But that's the struggle we have now as grown-ups is scraping up that change so we don't have to use our card.
Yeah, and you go out and you go if you end up with all this change laying around anytime you go. So when you do pay with cash, and you're like, here's all right, here's your 28 cents change. You're like, well, great. What am I gonna buy with this? At the time,
There's
nothing, because you can't buy a pack of gum for it,
right.
but you throw it in the car, that keeps adding up. And yes, you can take that change eventually if you really get enough of it and take it to the bank or the coin machine and get some money for it. But
Right.
you
There's
really
something
have to
nostalgic
wait.
about going to the counter and setting all the change down
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Like, people complain about the people at doing the lottery when you're trying to get in there and buy something, and you're waiting for the person in front of you buying 50 scratch offs, and it's like, don't worry about me. I'm sitting here counting my pennies on the count. I'm like, hey, this is money, man. Either you
Yeah.
take it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they come out one day and say, okay, you can't, pennies are done, you can't use them, then I'm going to use them. I don't care.
There's another place in Hades for those lottery people. Because, oh my God, you are so right.
I know you. It's like,
And
you just wait, I just want one thing. I just want to buy one tall boy.
It never fails when you're in a time crunch. For some reason or another, you get stuck behind that lottery motherfucker. Every time. Walmart has 50. What?
See, oh yeah, David said Walmart here says 15 packs of Natty Daddy for under $10.
That's a fucking steal.
That's a steal. I was gonna say because the one place I stopped today has the 15 packs of Keystone Lite for $10.99 for a 15 pack of the 12-ounce cans, and that's a pretty solid price. For that.
It is definitely.
Yeah, you got to get out there searching for the good deals. That's what we tell everybody. You got to get out there, get searching, and find the stuff.
Deals are good to find. At the same time, lost treasures.
Lost treasures. You never know. And anybody out there listening,
many chores. You fine tune yourself to just do it by habit in every store you go into. Even if you're running in there to get your can of Zen.
Yeah, whatever it might be, your Zen, your Skull, whatever's your. You gotta get your Marlboros.
Make that loop around the store, past the coolers, browse the window, look at the bottom shelf, look for anything you've never seen before. Yeah, that's your duty.
And especially these days, because there has been some. I was out there searching today at a few different spots because we kind of touched on it last episode when we were talking about the Olde English and the malt liquor and the 42-ounce plastic bottles. We had touched upon the re-release of the glass 40-ounce, the classic bottles, and we were talking about it. And our buddy 40-ounce horror show was in the chat with us here, and rumblings had been out for the past year that the glass 40s were coming back, and they made it out to the West Coast. They were hitting sporadic spots, and then this past weekend, another good friend of ours, 40-ounce malt liquor, posted this photo of glass found in New Jersey. And as you can see here, you can see the picture right there. And first thing I said 2 seconds after, I'm like, where did you find this? Because I'm like, I got to get out there.
Picture right at his thumb. There's the 42.
Yeah. So there was right there, because it's like they still had the 42, but I guess the next shipment they got in must have been of the glass 40s. So, and look, as David said, it's bloody beautiful. I know that's the best sight to see right
and
there.
I may have said this before, and I don't know. That right there is my very first 40 of malt liquor. First 40, period. Was that
really?
Right
was the first 40 ever was an Olde English?
Ever.
Wow. I wish I can't even remember what the first 40 I had was. I mean, I don't think. I mean, first 40 of malt liquor. I don't know, but I can guarantee probably the first 40 I had of anything was probably a 40 of some beer. I think would be the first actual 40-ounce bottle I had of anything. Yeah. But the first 40 of malt liquor, it very well, it could have been an Olde English. Most likely either an Olde English or a Colt 45. That's probably the first ones.
So what the wonderful part of this story is for me is I think I was around 17 years old, and I was working at Burger King, and it was my first public job, dorky little kid. But everybody thought, for some reason, then they thought I was older. So the girls that worked there, and these were 80s hair metal chicks that were, 22, 24, somewhere in that
Oh,
range.
there you go.
They
There you
thought,
go. That's perfect.
yeah, big hair, all the things. And they wanted me to go out with them after work and have some drinks. And so, she had, her car, and I'm riding in the back seat, and we go through, the drive-through store, and that was the first thing I seen in the cooler. I said, "Yeah, I'll take that Olde English," and I, threw $1 up in the front seat, and they bought it for me. That's how that went down.
That's Hey, man, whatever works.
Those were some fun girls too.
They sound like it. That sounds like we need to get them in the chat here. Come on, if you're David said his first 40 was a Molson Ice. Wow.
Oh wow. I got a Molson stories too.
So
I think
essentially,
that was like 1988.
So 40-ounce malt liquor posted this over the weekend. So I'm like, okay, they're out there. They're coming out. The 40s they're back, coming out there. And then yesterday or the day before, another good friend of ours, Blood, Sweat, and Beers, posted this picture of steel reserve glass in Pennsylvania. So
look at that cooler, so full.
That's full there. And look at that, 2 for $5 right there. Look at that. Look at that label down there on the bottom there, 2 for $5, steel reserve, 40 ounces. That's a pretty good deal right there.
That's a showcase right there. You never see the same brand of drink 4 rows wide.
Yeah. 4 40s, and then it looks like that's the tall boy, I think, on the other end.
That there tells me it's a celebration.
Yeah, that's it. They got the shipment in, and they were just like, screw it, guys. We're loading these sons of bitches up on the shelf. We're going all out with them there.
Yeah, people have been waiting on glass for a while.
I know people have been waiting. They've been chomping at the bit, waiting for the return of the glass there. So these two things are out, and so I'm like, all right, let me go out. I gotta go. I gotta find this stuff. So I'm out today. I'm looking around. I make one stop. No. Well, all right. Well, I got good news and I got bad news. Well, the good news, well, we kind of already covered that. I was going to say this previously, but, started drinking already. So that, but the good news was that the glass 40s are back. Yeah. The bad news, I go into the one store today and I'm looking at the shelf and I see, okay, they have Olde English, but it's still 42 ounce plastic bottles. And then I'm looking through the cooler, and this is the one spot that usually had a Colt 45 double malt. I'm looking at the spot. It's not there. Oh. And I go up to the register and I talk to the girl. I don't know. They're all blabbing with each other. And I'm like, excuse me, what happened to the Colt 45 double malt? She's like, what? I said, Colt 45 double malt. Are you getting it anymore? And she's like, no, we can't get it anymore. So I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know if that means they're not getting it anymore.
Right. That's probably.
Or is it not getting out anywhere anymore? Because this is the only one spot now, and I have them in the fridge. I have some for you. I have some for me. So we still have some that I got one of the last times I went to this spot, and I picked them up. But I'm looking through the cooler, doing my searching, and I looked at the spot up top. I see the regular Colt 45, and usually right next to it was that. And I think what was next to it now, I think was a Bud Light Lime. And I was like, ugh, why? Why? Why is this here? It's like, come on. Out of anything you could put it, at least move the tall boy of the Olde English. That's down like 3 rows below it. At least move that up next to it just to put it next to it. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah. What impresses me more than anything is even on your post with your, LSD adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Modelo.
Yeah.
2 or 3 rows of different. I mean, their game is on point.
They're all low. They have like 20 of those things. But
I know it.
and one of the things that I hit 3 different spots today. The place I just told you about,
Right,
had the no Olde English. I go to another one that usually has Steel Reserve. I look at that one. Still no glass, still the plastic, the 42s. So then I hit the 3rd spot, and they usually don't have either of them, but they do have a good selection of 40s. They have Colt 45 and a couple other ones there. So there was nothing there either, but I did pick up something while I was there because when I did post the video of the LSD, when I was searching at this one store, one of the 40s caught the eye of somebody as more of a unique 40 that's not seen too often. Well, it's a common beer, but not seen in 40 ounce too often. And I have it here. It's been chilling here in this guy here. So we'll take it out here because, as I said, it's not one you see very often in 40 ounce. You see, there it is. What is it? I don't know. See, but we'll turn it around. And that's a Miller Lite in a 40 ounce.
Yeah, usually you see it in the court.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's only the one spot because I've never paid too much attention to where, because you always see Bud. I see Coors Light a lot. Bud Light, you'll see. But the Miller Lite 40s aren't as common.
And it's a brown glass.
Yeah, brown glass. See, good stuff there. Look at that. You got your Miller Lite.
Because I was going to get there.
Yeah, so been still. This is one I put in the freezer for a little bit before. This is still in that insulated brown bag koozie, sitting here for a half hour.
Good find.
Good. See, so let's crack this bad boy open. Ooh, there it is. So there you have it. The Miller Lite, 40 ounce, a fine Pilsner beer. Cheers.
Definitely. Cheers.
Whew. All right. Good. Yeah. So like I said, I didn't want to leave empty-handed. So I went back, and that's where I picked up the Keystone Lite 24, and I was like, screw it. I was like, not looking to do any malt liquor, but still wanted to do something different than the norm. And why not do the Miller Lite?
Well, apparently, I go through these pretty quick, and I wanted to kind of make this one last, and it didn't. But I was also doing some traveling this weekend. Made my way to South Carolina. My youngest son got married, and he had sent me pictures of several liquor stores he went into, and they had Mickey's 40s. They had some I've never even heard of. And I was like, I can't wait to get there. I'm going to go to these stores. I'm going to get this shit, But with the pace of the wedding and stuff like that, I didn't get to hit a lot of the places I did. And the ones I chose to go in and look were total duds.
Mm.
And then I was like, I asked my son, I said, where was that store at? You seen the Mickey's? Well, I don't know, Dad. we were just driving, I'm like, well, that's bullshit. I can't grab him anymore because he's a freaking grown man now. But I did manage to find some pretty cool shit while I was out. One of them I'm gonna keep secret. But you've already had.
Oh, there we go. Four Loko pregame.
Yeah. This is sour green apple. So I have that, and I also found the hard Mountain Dew. So I bought the variety pack.
Nice.
I've already tried 2 of the flavors, like the regular and I forget what it was. It was Red King.
The watermelon or black or watermelon. Was that watermelon?
Watermelon, yeah.
Right. The other one's the black, watermelon, black cherry, and
so
Baja
I've got
Blast.
the Baja Blast and the live wire.
Oh, you got the live wire. You got the live wire? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Was that in the variety pack now?
Yes.
Which one? Did they get rid of the What was? Do you know what the other one was? Did they get rid of the black cherries? That one was terrible.
Code Red. Code Red.
Okay.
Code Red. So first one I can't wait to try is this Ball Blast.
Okay. See, do it up.
I like
do the do.
Blast.
Do the do, as they say. Do the do.
So these are all 0 sugar, which I was surprised being Mountain Dew and all.
Yeah, but they do all this. It's when it's alcohol in the drinks, they always do that fake sugar stuff, which is really the only drawback with it, I think.
Well, it's kind of a benefit for me because I can get my wife to drink.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. But it depends on if you like that taste though with it.
Yeah,
what do you think? What do you think of that? What do you think of the Baja Blast?
I like it. I mean, you get that artificial sweetener.
Yeah, it gives you that sweetener. It tastes like a diet Mountain Dew, pretty much. Is it bad? No.
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, this is a 1 or 2, 3 drink kind of can. Like
you could go through one of each of the variety pack. You have 4 flavors in the variety pack. You could go through probably a can of each, and I think then you're good. And so I'd say 4 of them, 4 12-ounce cans would probably be where you want to go with it, just to try out each of them. I wouldn't go any further than that in the sitting.
Well, I've got that. I'm not going to drink all that, but I want to crack his live wire.
Yeah, and Dave was asking, are those caffeinated? No, they are not. No, they're not caffeinated. They're still they still frown upon that caffeine and alcohol combination. Thanks to our friends at 4 Loko and Sparks and all the other drinks that were out in the.
That's when I'm hoping this live wire is going to be on the line of the old Sparks minus the caffeine.
You would hope so. Let's see.
Hey, that's good.
That's good. I didn't have the live wire. That wasn't in at the time. That was not in the variety pack. That came out after the pack that I had. So I haven't had that one yet.
I'll hang on to one to make sure you get it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like it. Both of these are winners. And the other 2 were too. They're not the ones you're going to sit and drink a bunch of. Like you said, you could probably do 1 of each, and get away with it. Personally, I don't think I could do 1 of each in a day's time.
Yeah, but it depends. Depends on what you're going through.
Yeah. You're floating around the pool, you're out grilling, doing the things in the summer. You drink 3 or 4 beers, and 1 of these will break up that pattern.
Yeah. Over the course of a day.
Sure,
it's not bad. I mean, we did it when I did it with the grocery gamblers. We sat here, we drank all 4 of them in a hour and a half podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, that I would not really advise that, but that's for science. That's why we do. That's what we do here. That's why we drink it, so you don't have to, but you could. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, anybody out there? You need your palate. Your palate cleanser over there.
Yeah, but I want to try this sour apple.
I think that essentially is a palate cleanser. I mean, that will do it for you.
Listerine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, swirl it around a little bit, but
it's definitely apple. It smells just like an apple Jolly Rancher. Holy shit! Here we go. This might have been too big of a drink.
Just never too big of a drink.
Well, I killed half the bottle at once.
Oh, but the small bottles.
That's pretty good. You know, I've only been limited to USA and Sour Blue Raz as far as pregame goes. That's all I found around here. So when I was in South Carolina, I found this sour green apple in a mystery flavor.
Okay.
Now, if anybody's a P1 listener, can kind of guess what that mystery flavor is. We touched on it when we did the power rankings.
That's true. That's true. We did. You go back in the archives.
Yeah.
You listen. You'll find out what that is.
Here.
Yeah, I was just say we have Blondie is here. Hello, Blondie. Thanks for joining in here and
he blew you a kiss.
Let's see. Well, somebody. I don't know. It doesn't say who it's for. I don't know. It could be anybody.
But so anybody who's been following Bumwine Bob and I can guess right away what I found. But I couldn't wait. I already tried it.
Okay, I know you. I know you can't. I know you can't wait. Then you're like, how do you hold on to these things and not drink it? I know you need to get a little sip.
Kind of
a little
the
taste
situation
of it.
we were in, and it was.
Well, you did it. You did it when you were there, right? Is that what?
Yes, it was a.
I can't blame you.
Bachelor party.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that. That's fine. If it was after you came home and then you're sitting there just randomly on Monday night.
Sure. I would deserve a kick in the balls for that.
Yeah, but in the occasion you were at, that's allowable. That's fine.
So we went out that night and we bought Bojangles chicken, and I was like, let's hit this gas station next door. And I walk in there and I see it, and I was like, holy fuck!
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I know that feel. That's the same thing because you're in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which is funny because I was in North Carolina when I found the pre-games the first time.
All right.
And where I found that's where I found the high gravity Olde English, and I found a bunch of other stuff there too, and that feeling you get when you walk into those stores. Yes. And you see that there, you're like, holy shit! That's the thing that I've been looking for. I can't find it anywhere near me. When you're in this new spot, you're like, this is like Christmas morning, going out there and seeing that stuff, and that's what we kind of preach here. And same thing I do with the bringing back the mini, LSDs, the liquor store discoveries. Of going out there, searching in those coolers and looking, and then you're searching down, you're going down the rows, and all of a sudden you're like, what is that? You open it up, you're like, holy shit, that's exactly what I was looking for. You pick it up, you're like, load them up, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, what flavor is the Baja Blast supposed to be?
I don't know what the actual flavor is of it. I think it's become most of its just because of the legendary status of Baja Blast from Taco Bell, I think it just kind of has its own. It is its own flavor. I don't know what exactly you would classify the Baja Blast as. I mean, it's
tropical lime flavored soft drink created by Taco Bell restaurants.
Okay, I can see that.
In 2004, expanded into new flavors in actual alcohol beverage and energy drinks as well. So just tropical flavors. Okay.
Yeah, tropical lime. So I can see that.
I'm just at the point where I'm mixing orange, sour apple, and tropical flavors.
That's the essentials right there. I mean, that's
it ain't do me wrong.
No.
And if anything does break sour, we can always jump back to the old Dirty Bird. I got that.
I was gonna say, well, you put that with the Baja Blast or the Live Wire. You pour a little bit.
Oh, fucking dick! I ain't even got a cup.
I was gonna say that's what I did when we did it. I did it with the I think might have just been with the regular hard Mountain Dew flavor.
Yeah. Now I've only got the last podcast. I made bad choices, and this is we
were celebrating. It was the runner-up in the 2024 BumWineBob.com Battle of the Boost tournament. So we had to pay our respects to. I had the winner on my side. You had the runner-up over there.
I did.
So we had to, pay our respects to both of them.
And then I know I'm not going to do it.
All right, that's fine. See, you look at that. You're making progress. You're showing self-control.
Are you proud of me?
You're showing self-control. You have enough other booze to drink over there, so it's not like the other times where you've drank everything else.
Yeah,
that's the only thing you had left. You have the Mountain Dews you cracked open. You have the Four Loko, the pregame. So you have enough stuff to hold you over.
We're just going by what's in arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
I could get up and walk and go to the other room and come back and have more than I need, but
right.
I'm doing good. I'm making smart choices. I'm adulting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like this. I mean, I still have this in front of me here. I have the Malort that's left here, and this is like absolute emergencies only to crack open any more of this after having like a sip of it once before. So that's just here for safekeeping.
If you want to do a giveaway, I found another brown bag koozie.
Oh, okay.
That if someone can answer the question about what I found, and I mean, you're going to have to be a dedicated listener to know what pregame you think I found based on, or you can go back and do your research and listen to our power rankings of the pregame and what is the mystery flavor. Oh, yeah.
Dig it.
First person to get to Bob or I with that mystery flavor is going to get a brown bag koozie.
Yeah, let us know if you're here today or listening back. Let us know. Send us a message, or if not today, maybe in the next live we do.
Sure,
we'll bring it up, and those of you that are tuning in and joining us here, if it's on the YouTube or the Twitter world.
Welcome to Twitter world.
Welcome everybody here. Join in the fun. Make comments. We're not.
Your Twitter world is representing very well.
Yeah, we got some viewers there. We got the YouTubers out there in the world. It's just spreading the word, guys. Retweet it.
Yeah, spread the good word.
Tell your friends. So smash that subscribe button on YouTube, because Roadhouse and I were talking the other day, and while we're still trying to to grow the channel, all that. But if we hit a magic number of subscribers,
Yes.
Roadhouse said here that he will do the Manischewitz challenge here. And I was out there the other day and I took that picture. Look at that. I mean, I don't think we were doing we're not doing the big jug, but
that's a big jug.
And that's the big boy.
So you got beside it, that's probably a 750. And what's the little guy beside it?
I guess is that a 350 there? Maybe that's probably a 3. I'm sure it's probably a 350.
Either one of those two. I'm not doing that.
No, we're not doing that big jug. Yeah,
I like watching those guys take that beer and then turn it up and give it a little swag, and it just drains down. I'll do that with that big jug. They'll come out my nose and ears and everything. I would do like Stone Cold and waste more than I would drink, but I'd make it look good.
It's all over you. It's not.
I'd make it look good.
Yeah. Did you actually drink any of that? No, but it looked good as like Stone Cold. How much did that beer to actually drink? Not much. Not much. It's all over them. You get a few sips here and there.
We can hit a little bit more on that topic there, but yeah, we're going to announce a magic number of hitting for subscribers. If you want to see me drink that Manischewitz in under 10 minutes, because I ain't going to guarantee, I'm not going to agree to chugging one, which I could.
Yeah, it's not advisable. It's not going to end up well.
No, you're just asking for bad choices.
That's what we're here. That's what we're here for.
I don't need to make bad choices. I just make the normal amount of bad choices and got away with it for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Poof.
You know your limits of where you can take your bad choices to. That's the whole thing.
Drinking one in 10, 15 minutes, that's not a big deal. I just don't want to take one to the dome.
No.
Not with not knowing how it tastes either.
That's true. You don't know what you're signing up for. Somebody says, "Oh, you want to do a bottle of Thunderbird or a Night Train?" You're like, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem, man. I'll do that." Yeah.
That
somebody says, I don't know, Cisco. I mean, it'll be rough, but
yeah.
You could
I like Jägermeister, but I like I just like a little shot. I could never chug Jägermeister. As much as I like it, it's not something you can chug.
No,
or I can't.
No way. No. It's good in a shot on its own, and other than that, it's like, just.
Here's a funny story. My oldest son, tried to brag to me and said, "Dad, I've been drinking for years." He's like, "So, I could probably outdrink you." And I'm like, that's unrealistic, son. He's like, "Well, we drink all these beers and all this bourbon." I said, "You want to drink with me? You want to try to outdrink me?" And I went and bought a giant bottle of Rumpelmints. 100 proof peppermint schnapps. And I said, "Let's drink." First shot he took, he was like, "Oh my God, it tastes like toothpaste." But I wouldn't let him up till the whole bottle was gone between the two of us. I mean, it's just poor choices, but if the kid wants to do a dick measuring contest, he's going to be screwed.
You got to know what you're signing up for. That's
the
problem.
That's the young guys just don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah. You think you talk a big talk, but when it comes down to it,
right?
Can you really can you hang with the big dogs?
He never heard of that shit. He never heard of it. He didn't even know I hit him.
Yeah, and that's no joke either. That's That's a rough one.
Then I made him eat like 5 Reese cups.
For any reason? What was that?
No, I said, you want to sober up a little bit. The best thing you can do is, eat these Reese cups. And I kept feeding it.
There you have another one. Have another one.
Yeah. All that sugar turned my kid into a diabetic.
Yeah, see, wow.
I'm a good dad.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Right. But so I had one other thing to bring up here. And we talked about this on the last episode. We brought up a story. We brought up a Four Loko story from a friend who shared one to us. So for those of you that are joining us here today and maybe didn't see it or didn't listen along or tune in yet, well, shame on you. You should be listening and subscribing and liking and being with us here. So I'm going to play the clip first from the last episode where I told a Four Loko story that a friend of the show sent over, and then I do have a follow up from him after that. So here's the clip. He said, I got a Four Loko story for the archive. This was back February 22nd.
Yep.
Said, doing my weekly shopping at Walmart, turned down the beer aisle, entire shelf stocked with jungle juice. I empty it into my cart. I go to the self-checkout, scan one. The scanner locks. I figure it's a check ID thing. Suddenly, I'm surrounded by like 6 employees asking me where I got it and telling me I can't buy it. Then they took all of them out of my cart. Oops, forgot that first one I had scanned was already in my bag.
That's right.
Yes, I admitted I stole a Four Loko from Walmart.
That's my dude.
And he said Friday, February 22nd. All right, here we go. Same Walmart, likely the same cans on the shelf. I took them all. I scanned one and they come running. Oh, we can't sell this. We're supposed to get rid of this. I said, hey, man, just charge me for a miscellaneous item, 12 at $2.98, and your problem's over. Oh, no. I bet you $1 when I go back, the cans are back on the shelf. And I haven't heard back from him since, so I don't know what happened. Did he? Hopefully, he didn't get arrested for it. Maybe hopefully he's not in jail for stealing a can of Four Loko from Walmart. So I'm not going to disclose his name out here.
You're right.
But if you're listening, if not here live with us now, but if you listen to this in the archives, please keep me updated. It's been about a month and a half, and we want to know the update on the Four Loko story.
Yeah.
So we put that out there. I put the clip out there, and I was wondering. I was like, I haven't heard back from this guy about it, and so I reached out to him the other day, and I said, hey, I put the clip out there. What's the status? Did you try? Have you been back to Walmart? Are you in jail? I don't know. I haven't heard. I haven't heard anything.
MIA.
I haven't heard anything from you. So he did send me back a message here yesterday saying, "Oh, LOL, what's up? Well, after the last attempt, they never put it back on the shelf. I get groceries at Walmart every week, so I definitely check. They've added a good supply of pirate water, which has some tasty flavors. I see jungle juice pretty much everywhere. I see jungle juice pretty much every place that stocks Four Loko, aka gas stations. So I'm good overall. But that was a trip at the Walmart. And then he showed me a picture of his Four Loko drawer in his garage fridge, and I have a better shot of it here. So he's got the jungle juice. He's got fruit. I mean, that's a solid.
That is solid.
Four Loko drawer right there. So that's somebody out there who is stocking up on the good stuff there.
I had an impressive amount of Four Loko in my fridge. But
he's got a good stockpile there. And then he did send me another picture here. This was him at the Walmart when he had all the jungle juice in his cart before they took it away.
Yeah, he's got diabetes.
And so that's it. They never put him back on the. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I posted the clip on the YouTube channel, and I was getting some interesting responses from people who were watching it. Like this one here that said, I said, this guy here, Sir Brian shivers the cool, when I said, stealing Four Loko from Walmart. And he says, as you should, fuck Walmart.
Fuck Walmart.
Stubbed. So yay. Hey, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel for just for that there. And then I posted I split it up into part 1 and part 2 of the clips. And then I posted the second one today, and I got one here from Hercules Rockefeller Esquire. Sounds very fancy.
He is.
I was in Kissimmee, Florida last week, and they had Four Loko on the shelf in the single serve beer coolers. What's the deal? So I don't know if he was asking what's the deal, what's the Four Loko. So I did explain to him what a Four Loko was. I haven't heard back yet about it, so I don't know if he's never partaken in the Four Loko before. But I did tell him, it's a high alcohol malt beverage.
Yeah,
I said it can get the job done. So we'll see. Maybe he went out this morning and picked some up, and that's why I haven't heard back yet. So hopefully he'll come back with a response. And
I don't think he's a Four Loko virgin, but
you never know. They're out there. You never know. And then I had another one here. See, this is from Bushiest Beaver. Said, this is annoying and happening at Walmart and Kroger for high noon singles. So that's for a different drink for high noon single cans. So I don't know if he's or this person's been trying to buy single cans of high noon and having the same problem. So that's like the vodka seltzer can drinks. Yeah, similar to like the White Claws, but of the
they make it for men?
I think that it's kind of what that one is like, I think like Barstool promotes a lot of that stuff.
Oh, like Clint Eastwood. I knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe it's something with a Walmart thing where they're not selling single cans of certain beverages.
My Walmart carries Four Loko.
And you haven't had any problems buying any?
No. And it's up front in the kiosk where the cooler where you can buy your lunch salads, your 3-4 piece chicken strip baskets and stuff like that. Grab and goes, in and out shit.
See, perfect meal planning right there. See, it's like we were saying.
It's not in the back where the beer cooler is.
Okay.
It's up front where all the grab and go stuff is. Right by the self-checkouts.
See, as we were saying, this is why get a soda when you can get a Four Loko. I mean,
I hate that they have Four Loko by the self-checkout. Because you're still standing there 10 extra minutes waiting for some cocksucker to come down there and punch a code in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's like they said, all this stuff with the self-checkout things where it's like, you make it such a pain to go through all this stuff. Just let me do it. If you're having me do my own checkout, then don't worry about it. Just use the honor system.
ID myself.
Exactly. It's the honor system. Just say, yeah, I scanned all this stuff in my cart. I ID'd myself. I'm good to go. Don't worry about it.
I mean, my ID has a barcode on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to just scan it and they'd be like, this is Roadhouse.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have it, if you don't have an ID with a barcode you're not old enough, then you can't buy it. It's that simple.
You're walking out with nothing.
Yeah, so
you're walking out with disappointment, but whatever.
Yeah. See, this is what happens here, people. See, look at that. There it is. So what did you think of the? What do you think of that sour apple?
Listen, it's definitely the strongest flavoring green apple I've had ever in any kind of drink. They really put a stamp on it. Jolly Ranchers don't taste as green happily.
Yeah, I was going back. Okay, I rank that number 5.
All right.
So
With what I have, it's a solid 3 because I've only had 3.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
going through the
it's
list.
good. Actually, I might even put that above the sour blue ras.
Oh wow. Okay.
Probably because I've had so much of it, but the USA, that's fucking tits.
Yeah, that's the
But
number 1. It was the number 1.
For you,
number 1 in the power rankings. Yeah, for the pregame. Yeah.
oh, yeah. This one here is. Golly. I have no restraint.
Yeah. Sorry, this is a small bottle. It's a little guy.
It's just a little feller. 13.9. The pregame is genius.
Small bottle.
It's genius because it's the flavor of the regular Four Loko, non-carbonated. You can add it to anything and make it amazing. I really love adding USA pregame to about any beer, and it steps that game up. It's wonderful.
They did a good job with it.
They did.
That's for sure.
You know, the Johnny bootleggers and stuff like that really gets syrupy and thick and just never set good with me, even though they're convenient and they're high alcohol content. I never latched onto them.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, like and maybe I'll revisit the Johnny bootleggers because I'm going to be out in Pennsylvania this weekend, and they have a ton of Johnny bootleggers at the one store that I usually stop at there. And I've reviewed them, and I reviewed them a couple times in the past, a few years back.
We can do it because I got a store here. It's got like everything Johnny bootlegger.
I'll take a look and see what ones they have over there. But it's just I mean, they just were never really. They're like these little shot type bottle things, like a little flask, same size pretty much as the pre-games. There, just they're glass bottles compared to the plastic pre-games. But it's just like, I mean, there's nothing really exciting about them. It's like the pregame, the Four Loko over it any day.
Yeah, I don't know that they're good, but I think I've been a brand snob here lately because we've been on the Four Loko train for a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, and speaking of Four Loko, there's been some rumors over the past few days that a famous restaurant chain is going to be filing bankruptcy, and that is Red Lobster. I don't know if you heard stories about that, but did you see the post that Four Loko made about the one thing that could save Red Lobster is right Four there, the cheddar biscuit. Four Loko. I mean,
yes, they did.
That is the one thing.
They just got to change the color of the can to like an orange.
Yeah. I mean that's just a prototype can. I'm sure they'll figure it out there. I mean, if they can get that cheddar biscuit Four Loko flavored out, I mean that would be. I mean, people love. I mean, I love the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits.
With a little bit of butter follow.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's what you go there for. And if Four Loko can capture that flavor in a can, then they
I
got it
have
right
wood
there.
so
So
thick the cat couldn't scratch it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I saw that. Yeah, I saw it today. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. If they can bring it on, bring on the four Loko cheddar bay biscuits. Ooh, yeah, there we go.
There you go, Efren. 4 Loko cheddar biscuits. That's so bad.
So bad.
I just think of the dough.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Red Lobster. I took my wife there about a year ago, maybe 2. And I was like, what the fuck happened to this place?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Too bad, too sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been there a few times over the past couple of years, and it was like, it's not bad, but it's nothing to
but it ain't
write home
great.
about. No, it's not. I mean, and I guess times have changed since they're like 25 years ago. That was like, oh, you're going to Red Lobster. That's the good eating.
Ooh,
That's big time.
yeah.
And you
If I
walk in
had
there,
your money, I'd bury mine.
yeah. You walk in there, they got the case there with all the lobsters. You want to pick out one. I mean, I've never actually picked out a lobster from the
No,
case
me neither.
out front, but that was like, remember going there as a kid, and my grandparents loved going there. Like, oh, they come over like, oh, we're going to Red Lobster for dinner. It's like, oh yeah, this is awesome. And then next thing you know, now you go in there, there's like 5 people in the restaurant. You're like, oh, okay. I'll just give me some breadstick, the biscuits.
Yeah, the biscuits. Look at my bushwhackers, man.
See the bushwhackers there showing up here today.
Yeah. I was out in the shop and I actually forgot I had a hulking animal out there. I found him. Rowdy Piper. And then around here somewhere I got Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Now I had Jake the Snake and I had Macho Man Savage. I just found it fitting to send you Macho Man. And
he's right here, the Macho King.
The
right
Macho King.
He's got his crown right there
with the snake.
Yeah.
And
see right there, Reed. There you go. Look at the butt right there. Macho King, baby.
Yeah.
He does a great job of holding up my I'm sponsored by 4 Loko sticker, because we can't get through one podcast without representing the stickers here.
I just represent.
See, hey. Represent the Bobcat right there.
Yep.
Because even though I haven't taken part in any of the 4 Loko loyalty things they keep sending.
Yep.
I don't think I'm gonna win that motorcycle.
Or I'm not going to Flying V guitar.
Yeah. But I think our buddy Kevin's out there constantly. I see him. He's always posting the things for us. So I think he's going all in on that stuff. So maybe he'll win that motorcycle. Then
that's
he'll
why
drive
we're
around
staying
to
back.
us.
So
we're letting him. Yeah, we'll let him have the glory for it.
Did you see the motion?
Look at that.
I didn't know it. A lot of these toys I don't play with at all.
Now that you got everything set up over there.
Yeah.
Now it's perfect. They're all there within arm's reach for you.
Right.
So you can get who do you have? Who's the WCW one on the shelf there?
This is
is that a Luger? That's a Luger,
total
right?
package.
Oh, look at that.
So that's a Lex Luger. And look at the back card.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman's on.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
I'll probably pay $1,000 for a Brian Pillman.
Anybody out there got a Brian Pillman WCW figure? Let Roadhouse know.
Yeah, I mean, there's Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, Sid Vicious, Sting, Lex Luger, Ron Simmons.
No, damn.
Butcher Reed. I don't have my glasses. Rick and Scott Steiner, Brian Pillman, and Z-Man, Tom Zerk.
Zink, Tom Zink.
Zink. All right.
Zink.
But you can see the card for
Luger there.
You know, when you get these action figures, you cut the card out.
Right.
Yeah. I got this one sealed in the packet.
Yeah.
That was a good buy. And everybody knows I already have this one. This was a steal.
Oh yeah, the RVD, yeah, the Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. It's already turned yellow. Because, you know, ECW, they some broke motherfuckers. They don't use the good plastic that don't turn yellow.
Right, you're lucky that thing's still sealed at this point. It just didn't open up on its own.
Yeah, this thing's about to fossilize.
Yeah,
but
one day you're gonna walk in, there's just gonna be open and on the floor. You're like, hey, who opened this thing? Like, no, the glue just had enough. You know, almost
glasses in here.
25 years in the package is enough.
So here I can read a little bit of it. Other characters: Taz, Just Incredible, Rob Van Dam, Chris Gardino. I can't see any of them. Sabu.
Okay.
Yeah. And who is the franchise?
Shane Douglas.
Yeah, that's the last one. Collect them all. The ultimate ring and cage with 2 breakaway tables and ladder. And this was $5.99 if you bought it back in. I don't know what I spent on this guy, but I get on these vintage toy and Facebook page and buy all this crap. I got a lot of old vintage toys, though, buddy.
Yeah, see, it works out there.
But we can end it now, or I can show you one of my favorites.
What do you got? What's the?
Well, here's an antique.
There you go. Dukes of Hazzard right there. Look at that guy.
Model car kit. All the pieces are still in it. Haven't been snapped or nothing. Bob, I don't know if you're young enough or old enough to know what these guys were.
I don't know. Stomper? I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, I think that was before my time.
Yes. So Stompers were, you put a AA battery in it. They were 4-wheel drive. And they would climb over anything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They had working headlights, and they were about the size of a pack of cigarettes. I don't know how else.
Yeah.
But as kids, we collected stompers, and we would have tractor pulls. We would hook them up and pull each other. And if you lost your stomper. So I got a bunch of stompers. Like
Stompers,
a
see?
bunch.
A bunch. We got the stompers. We got the wrestling figures.
Models that haven't been used yet, but showing age. This guy right here is not my prize. I don't have my prize in here. This is one of the first RC cars. And it would only go forward and backwards and turn left.
That's all you need. That's fine. It's good enough. Good enough.
But it still works. I put a battery in, not too long ago, and it still works. I remember getting this for Christmas when I was probably, like 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of my collection of Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard shoestrings.
You never know when you might need that.
You never know.
Could come handy one day.
Dukes of Hazzard wrist racers. It's like a watch.
Yeah.
And you launch the car off of your wrist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing cards.
It's everything.
Yeah, dude. This guy right here.
See, people, this is what happens. This is when you drink and then bid on things. This is what happens. You see,
it's such a bad. Yeah. I think I gave about $300 or $400.
Like what was it they said? When we had the guys from the Dead Rockstars book, when they said Roadhouse was eBay rich. This is what they mean right here.
Yeah. So this is a stunt action kit. All the pieces are in there. You get this for Christmas. Shake it. I don't know what I'm getting. If anybody's my age knows how big Dukes of Hazzard was. How about, Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox with
thermos. Yeah,
the thermos, which still smells like elementary school. Look.
Wow, look at that. Vintage right there. Look at that.
But what's really cool is the kid's name is written in the lunchbox.
Yeah, look at that. What did it say? Billy something there?
Billy Weil? Biehl.
Oh, I thought maybe that was Billy D.
Billy D.
Billy D.
And it's got inventory tag on it. Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you what I spent on it.
Yeah. You gotta leave something to the imagination,
Y'all call me stupid. Here's a Dukes of Hazzard scrapbook. I mean, there was everything back in the Dukes days. So, and this is just probably, I probably got about $5,000, $6,000 more worth of Duke stuff out in the office.
Wow.
Yeah, stupid. Here's a metal Daisy Duke Jeep, all metal, die-cast Jeep. It's got the engine inside. It looks pretty freaking scaled to a real engine. I got all my Masters of the Universe toys. I ain't breaking them out. We ain't got all night.
Yeah. You got to save something for the next time for people that are tuning in. People that are just tuning in now, I see the viewer counts keep going up as you keep breaking out all the the vintage toys here. So I mean, I guess that's what brings in the people here. I mean, next thing you know, it's gonna be Throwback Thursday vintage toys with Roadhouse every week to go through the collection here. So you got to save something for the people for the next time, so they'll tune back in to
There's
make sure
an
that
ET ball up there. I do not want him to get started, but he talks.
Yeah.
And he won't shut up for like a fucking week.
Yeah. So don't touch it.
So I'm not even going to activate him.
Yeah.
But yeah. We'll do that next time. We'll do it some other time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta leave
him wanting more. Leave him wanting more, you see?
We're going to promote a promotion.
Yeah. Keep going through here, I mean, after I'm got just a little bit, if you can see there, just a little bit left. Just
get it
that
down.
That little tiny bit here left.
It's swell. There goes my hero, drinking down again.
There it is, that glass.
Job, good job.
It's not the glass we were looking for yet of this, but soon. I hope next time we reconvene that I will have a glass 40 of either Olde English or Steel Reserve. That would be fitting there. But the Miller Lite was a nice substitute tonight. Probably, I would say. I mean, I've always been a big fan of Miller Lite, but I think it's a solid beer, especially in a 40 ounce.
For people watching their weight, and Mick Ultra took the market with like their 94 calories.
Yeah, I mean, this is 96.
96.
Yeah. The serving size 12 ounces. There's 3 1/4 servings per container.
Yep.
96 calories, 3.2 carbs, so even less.
Yeah.
And 4.2% alcohol by volume. So
bad. Don't get fooled by marketing.
Yeah. You want to find
marketing.
And it's a fine Pilsner.
Yes.
And it says here the original light Pilsner right there. You see that?
Yep.
Look at that guy.
OG.
Right there. See the
Just
OG
like
there. The OG. We got the OG Roadhouse here, the OG Pilsner. We have you covered here on Bone with Bobcat. So I think we'll wrap things up here for the special Throwing Back Thursday live edition of the podcast. Cracked open the Blind Squirrel peanut butter whiskey. Not bad for that there. Another 24 in 2024. The Keystone Lite to cross off the list. Thanks to our good buddy Bill Goldberg for joining us. You can't see him, but he's been here the whole time. He's hanging out with us here. He's very quiet these days. But but hey, everybody who tuned in, joined in the chat, even if you're just lurking there watching, in the background, if it's on
welcome our new Twitter followers,
the Twitter X, there, and don't forget to subscribe to the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. We're trying to grow the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing to hit that subscribe button out there. And the more subscribers we get, the closer we get to the Manischewitz challenge.
Yeah.
With Roadhouse.
What's the number we decided on?
I mean,
I said 500.
You said 500. I was saying I was saying 300.
Okay.
Maybe 350.
All right.
Maybe.
So give or take.
Yeah, it's we put out the content, we put the stuff out there. We're doing the LSD, 10 years of stuff. I mean, I kick myself for not embracing our friends over in the YouTube world for this long, as we just started recently over the past 5 months or so doing video podcast and embracing that side of things. So it's not like this is like day one. This is not like our first rodeo here. We've been doing this for years now. It's just getting people out there, and the followers are out there. So just if you're watching, listening, just hit that subscribe button on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel. It's free.
Yes,
tell your friends to give us a follow. There's going to be more video content coming out there. I'm doing more of the LSD with BWB, just going out there searching the liquor stores. People like to see just going out there and seeing what's in stores and that. And it's amazing just people that just view it and comment on it. And I love it. I appreciate it. It's fun just it's taking the love of us going out there and searching for the stuff and looking at that cooler as you're eyeing it from the top to the bottom.
We all do it.
Going down the line.
We all do it.
So spread the word. Tell your friends. The best of the worst is right here on Bone with Bobcat at bonewinebob.com. Subscribe to the Bone Wine Bob YouTube channel. Give us a follow, like, subscribe, rate, review the podcast on all your favorite podcast apps. Stay tuned because you never know. We're doing more live stuff like this weekly, couple weeks. You never know. That's why you gotta subscribe, because you never know. It could be live like tomorrow. You never know. It could just happen out of nowhere.
If one of us goes out tomorrow and finds something special, guarantee we're going live.
Yeah, it's breaking news. If you want to be on the front lines, I broke the Four Loko news before. We broke the MD 2020 news before.
Yeah,
they might not give us the credit for it, but we're out there doing it. Roadhouse is wearing the Juice shirt today. I'm going out there searching this weekend for maybe some special treats from our buddies at Juice.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for.
So we'll see. You never know. More content's coming out there. It's free. We're not putting it behind the paywall. This is free for the people out there. So we know we're bottom shelf. We were just talking before about scraping up our quarters to buy booze. So we're not charging you to be here for the content. Yeah. So spread the word. Just tell your friends, word of mouth. If you like the bottom shelf stuff today or yesterday, because people will say, "Hey, I love that stuff, 30 years ago." It's like, well, hey, you can live through us here today. You want that dirty bird right there. You want that stuff? We got you covered here. So hey, as we say, as always, spread the word. The best of the worst is in cheap booze is right here on Bone with Bobcat at bonewinebob.com and on your favorite podcast apps. So until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Motherfucker.